Hello and welcome to Conscious Identity Podcast. Today I'm going to be speaking on self-discovery. Self-discovery. What is self-discovery? Why should you undergo a self-discovery journey? These are the things we are going to be looking at today. Know thyself. Know thyself. When it comes to self-discovery, know thyself, because knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Like literally, you should know yourself. You should know what you're capable of. We live in a society these days where we're always trying to learn so many things. We're trying to learn new skills so we can work a job. We're trying to learn how to make money. But how about to learn the basic thing? It's very important to learn and get to know yourself. Know thyself. That's the beginning of all wisdom. Some real talk here, man. Some real talk. So today I'm going to be giving you some tips on how you can know yourself and enlighten your minds. This is some real thing. When you're talking about self-discovery, you should ask questions like, who am I? What's my purpose? Why am I here? Where am I going? It's not just okay to be working a 9-to-5 job or to be doing some hustles, trying to make money. You should also look into yourself, why am I here? Who am I? Where did I come from? These are questions that really matter a lot when you're undergoing a self-discovery journey. And let me give you the updates. I feel everyone should undergo a self-discovery journey, literally everyone. Because I discovered not everyone wants to be successful. Not everyone wants to live the life of their dreams, man. Not everyone. Well, this is for those who want to awaken and live a very, very good life. You should undergo self-discovery journey. It's key you know yourself. And in order to know yourself, you have to love yourself. That's where self-love comes in. Self-love. That's where self-love comes in. It's very vital you love yourself, because we live in a society these days where people don't give themselves validation. They don't give themselves enough love and attention, and they are expecting someone out there to give them. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So when you're talking about self-discovery, you have to love yourself first. First things first, man. You have to love. If you don't love yourself, man, I really don't know. Self-love is not selfish. You cannot truly love another until you know how to love yourself. Some real talk, man. Some real talk. You can't be expecting love from your partner or from your neighbor if you can't give yourself love. You should give yourself love. You should put yourself first. You should make yourself a priority. This is something I want you all to understand and you all to get, because it's very important you do so. You were born to be real. You were born to be real, not perfect. The society these days, everyone is trying to be perfect. Everyone is trying to be like the next man. Everyone is trying to be, just be different, man. Be different. Stand out. Stand out. Be different. Stop trying to please everyone. Stop trying to please everyone. These days, some people these days are trying to get acceptance or validation from people in the society. That's the way we've been programmed, but that's wrong. You should look to yourself for acceptance. You should look to yourself for validation. You should love yourself no matter your flaws, no matter what you think about yourself. You should love yourself. It starts with you. If you don't love yourself, you can't expect someone else to love you, man. And this is some real talk, man. People are only going to love you to the extent at which they love themselves. This is some real talk, man. That's why these days people are going through like relationship problems and they're trying to find validation, seeking validation, man. That's a long shot. If you don't love yourself, you can't love other people, because I need you also to understand that the way we see the society, the way we see our environment is just a projection of our thoughts or a projection of what we think. So if somebody doesn't love you or if someone doesn't give you attention, best believe that deep down within that person, maybe subconsciously, they don't love themselves, because you need to understand that our society, the way we see the society, is just a projection of our thoughts. Some real talk. Love yourself enough to set boundaries. Love yourself enough to set boundaries. It's key you know this. No matter how much you value someone, or no matter how much you love someone, you should set your boundaries. Then if they cross your boundaries, bro, then you know where they are. You know where you've drawn the line. And if they cross it, it means they don't respect you. No matter what happens, I don't care how long you've been with the person. I don't care how much you validate that person. If the person doesn't respect your boundaries, that's a wrap, man. That's a wrap. You should move on. Your time and your energy is precious. You choose how you use it. It's key you know this. Your time is like the most vital thing ever. And your energy, we shouldn't be giving our energy to people who don't care about us. Firstly, you need to look at, that's why it's important you look and you love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, even when someone out there shows you love, true love, you won't know because you don't love yourself. You don't know what it feels like to love yourself. That's why it's important you undergo self-love and self-discovery. And you need to understand that you teach people how to treat you by deciding what you will and won't accept. That's key to know that, because we live in a society these days where people don't even believe in themselves. People don't even believe. That's why you need to believe in yourself a little more. Believe in yourself. Be yourself. An original is so much better than a copy. Societal programming these days, everyone is trying to be like the celebrity. Everyone is trying to be the most popular guy. Wait, chill. How about you be yourself? How about you look to yourself for validation? It's key and it's very vital that you know. Motivate yourself. Be your number one fan. You should look to yourself for answers. Everything you need is practice self-love. I'm motivating you and I'm encouraging you to look to yourself. Practice self-love. It's key and it's important that you know this. If you're searching for that one person that will change your life, take a look in the mirror. Yes, that's some real talk. If you're searching for that person that's going to change your life, take a look in the mirror. That person right there is the person to change your life for you. That's some real talk, man. You should look to yourself for validation. It's key you know this. It's key you know this. And I need you all to wake up one day and realize that you are not made for anyone. You are made for yourself. You are made for you. You should do you. You should put yourself first in every situation, because at the end of the day, people are always going to put themselves first. And you can't be mad when they do so. That's why it's better and it's advisable you focus on yourself. You give yourself like self-love. And it's key that you know this. No one is you. And that's your power. If you don't love yourself, man, no one else will. No one else will. You need to love yourself. You need to give yourself validation. It starts with self first. That's why it's good to undergo self-love before you even look at self-discovery, before you try to know yourself, before you try to know what you're capable of. You should love yourself. You should give yourself love before you can undergo a self-discovery journey to find out who you are, and what your purpose is. And it's very vital that everyone undergoes a self-discovery journey. It's very, very vital. You need to know yourself. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. It's very, very vital you find out who you are and know yourself. I'm going to be giving you a self-discovery quote right here that I need you to understand. I need you to understand that life is a school where you learn how to remember what your soul already knows. It's key that you know this. You need to remember what your soul already knows. Most of us, we are not in touch with ourselves. We are not in touch with who we are. So that's why these days, society is full of fake people. People try to fit in. People try to move with the society. You should stand out from the crowd. You should be different, man. You should stand out from the crowd. Because trust me, the crowd, they are lost. Everyone is looking for who to follow. Everyone is looking for who to follow. So think of it now. If everyone is looking for who to follow, who is going to lead? That's why it's important you stand out and just be different, do different. And trust me, that's the best thing you could ever embark on a self-discovery journey. Finding out yourself, finding out who you are is vital and is key. Know this. Find out who you are and do it on purpose. Some real talk, man. Find out who you are and do it on purpose. Don't wait for you to go through maybe heartbreak or for you to go through one problem or the other before you realize, oh, I have to give myself love, I have to give myself. Find out who you are. Do it on purpose. Do it on, take your time to find out, to undergo self-discovery journey. Go and set, what self-discovery, what does it mean to find myself? You should look for answers. It's really up to you to better your life and to live the life of your dreams, man. I'll be giving you an advice right now. It's very important that before you go into any relationship of any sort, it's very important you love yourself first. And it's very important you undergo a self-discovery journey. Because if you don't love yourself, when someone out there loves you, you won't know. You won't know. You won't know. That's why it's vital you look to yourself for validation. You look to yourself for acceptance. Man, deep within you is a great person. It's left to you to discover who you are. It's left to you to undergo a self-discovery journey. You need to awaken the greatness within you. Awaken the greatness within you. Look to yourself for validation, man. Motivate yourself. Be your number one fan. Some people out there in the society today, if people don't tell them that, oh, this morning you look good or you are doing good, they won't feel good. They won't look good, man. They're always seeking validation from outside. This is an era where you should look to yourself for validation. You should be your number one fan. Even when everyone turns against you, even when you don't fit in, look to yourself, man. Bro, because you're the realest person ever. Because at the end of the day, everyone is going to put themselves first. Some real talk. Everyone is going to put themselves first. And so should you. Undergo a self-discovery journey and change your life for the better. Like I told you, until you find out who you are, you'll always be someone else. Because your ideas and your concepts, your ideologies, the way you see the world is based off other people's opinion. You're always trying to fit in. Okay, if I do this thing this way, what will this person say? Or the way the society is these days. Everyone is trying to fit in. How about you stand out? I'm challenging you today to stand out and be your best self. Like some real talk. If I don't motivate you, if you don't get motivated by these talks, man, I really don't know what else can motivate you. You should look to yourself for validation. You should be your number one fan. This is some real talk, man. So now, how do I discover myself? I know some of you might be asking, okay, self-discovery journey, I've been hearing about it, so like, how can I discover myself? Like, what can I do to discover myself? What are the steps I need to take? Firstly, you ask yourself, what's my purpose? Who am I? Where am I going? Some certain questions you need to ask yourself before you undergo it, as you're undergoing a self-discovery journey. So number one way in which you can discover yourself, meditate, be quiet, find time to still your mind, find time to meditate. Like, it all begins with meditation, man, because I can like talk from morning to night, but if you don't put in the work, if you don't meditate, bro, you can never know, because meditation is key. Meditation is expanding your awareness, expanding your consciousness, not just for yourself, but for your surroundings. Like, you meditate. That's why I emphasized on this in my previous podcast. It's important you meditate. It's important you know how to meditate, and you do it daily. You put in that work, man. Trust me, like, it's just a matter of time. You start seeing changes, like some real changes. Meditate. Very important you meditate. You find time to tune in to yourself and really know yourself. Meditation is key. So another way you can discover yourself is to realize who you truly are, not what you want to be, like who you truly are. That's why I told you undergo a self-discovery journey by asking yourself, who am I? What's my purpose? You need to realize who you are. You are not the skin. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. So it's very vital you understand and you ask yourself, who am I? These are questions that once you start asking yourself these questions, trust me, you will start seeing answers. Like some real talk, man. You will start seeing answers. Like, find out what you're good at. Find out like what you love doing, like for fun, and what you're good at naturally. Something that some people when it comes to skills, some people have to learn a particular skill to be good at something. But some people, they just do it naturally, like they're just good naturally. Like, find out that thing that you're good at naturally. That thing you're good at naturally is good and important. You find out whatever that thing is. Find out what you're passionate about, like what's your passion, what you can do freely and you can do it good. Some people, if it's to play ball, they can do it nice. Some people is even talking, like just to talk alone, bro. Like, like lately I've been thinking, like it just came to my consciousness lately. You know, people like there's some people they love talking, right? Like they can gossip, they can sit from morning to night, and they love talking. We all know that. But you know, some people get paid just to talk, like just to speak. They get paid. So how about you convert your talking to getting paid, man? Like, do what you love. That's it, like ultimate freedom. Imagine living a life where you're doing what you love and you're getting paid off it, man. You're not stressing yourself. You're not even thinking. You're not even putting so much effort or stressing. What you're doing you naturally, man. And these are the things that happen when you undergo self-discovery journey. You get to be in touch with yourself. You get to understand what you truly love and what you're good at naturally. And don't try to fit in, man. Don't try to fit in. Some real talk. Don't try to fit in, because this society these days, everyone is trying to fit in. Everyone is worried about, what will the next person say or something. No, just do you. Find out who you are. Give yourself love. Like, this some real talk, man. If you don't get motivated by these talks, I don't know where else you could get motivated, man. You should look to yourself for validation. You should look to yourself for love before you look at someone else. Okay? I need you all to understand and you all to get or I'm trying to pass across. You should make yourself a priority. You should be your number one fan. You should look to yourself, and trust me, when you do that, everything falls into place. Like, everything falls into place. Believe in yourself a little more. Be yourself. Be yourself. And know thyself. Important you understand this. Self-discovery. Know thyself. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. I want to challenge you today to get in touch with yourself, to get in touch with who you are, and to give yourself love. I'm challenging and I'm motivating you today to be better than you were yesterday. Every day you wake up, every day you show up, you should always strive to be better than your previous days. Your only competition should be yourself. Some real talk, man. Like, your only competition should be yourself. Don't compare yourself to other people. Like, bro, that's where you get unhappiness from, trying to compare yourself with others. You should be your only competition. Look to yourself. I'm motivating you to do better, to think better, to act better, to love yourself, and finally to undergo a self-discovery journey. So with that being said, I hope I've been able to motivate and inspire someone to love yourself and then undergo a self-discovery journey. These are the key things that you need to change your life for the better, to change your life and be in control of your reality. So with that being said, I hope I was able to inspire and motivate someone to do better, to act better, to feel better, to think better, and to undergo a self-discovery journey. Thank you for listening to this podcast, and I need you to stay tuned to like, comment, subscribe, because I'll be dropping more content on self-love, personal growth, like how to develop your life in every area and every aspect. Stay tuned. Thanks for listening. If you've made it this far, it's just a confirmation that yes, you are ready to take your life to the next level, and I encourage you and I applaud you for doing so. So once again, thank you for listening. God bless.